Reaction continues regarding the abortion law that took effect today in Tennessee.
Yeah, one of the bigger questions around the bill continues to be how doctors will be protected if they do the procedure in an emergency.
Now today, State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien talked to both the prime sponsor of the law and doctors who are sharing their concerns.
The next time you see us here, we could be in handcuffs.
With the near total abortion law taking effect today, some doctors are speaking out. The new law says physicians will be charged with a Class C felony if they do the procedure.
Every day since I learned of the implications of the trigger ban, I worry about becoming a felon.
As we reported yesterday, there is a murky clause for doctors who determine there is an emergency need for an abortion.
The abortion provider can mount an affirmative defense for acting to save the mother's life. But the scales of justice are tipped in favor of the state with an affirmative defense instead of an exception to the law.
The onus is on each doctor to prove the case was an emergency. In fact, in the Human Life Protection Act, there isn't even a penalty for the person receiving the abortion, only the doctor performing it.
The bill contains an affirmative defense, which I think is a very smart thing. One, we are trusting doctors to make that medical decision. They have the medical expertise and they have the records that can prove that they acted rightly.
Representative Susan Lynn, a Mount Juliet Republican, was a prime sponsor of the bill when it was introduced in 2019.
What would you say to doctors who say this bill is going to unfairly prosecute us?
I think they're wrong.
She cited the state of Ohio's abortion law as a good example of affirmative defense.
Out of 70 instances where doctors were questioned about abortions performed to save the life of the mother, all they had to do was turn over their records, and not one was ever prosecuted.
The doctors say no matter what, they'll do what they feel is necessary.
In any case, I will care for the patient. It is my responsibility. It's my oath. There's no way I'm going to watch a woman die. But it presents me to a felony.
In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
The doctors who spoke today also cited that there is no exception in the law for cases of rape or incest. When we asked Representative Lynn about the exclusion, she says that although she had no objections to the law, the governor's staff wrote the bill, not her. Her belief is that, quote, abortion perpetuates the crime. State Democratic leaders issued a joint statement on the trigger ban this morning, saying the opposite, quote, there should be clear protections for mothers if their life and health are in danger, and a victim of rape should not be victimized twice. They continued saying, quote, this government mandate on reproductive health care endangers the lives of women during a crisis pregnancy and gives rapists a greater right to choose the mother of their child than a woman has to control her own future.